We are back, at least I am. Hopefully, you guys, during the last couple days, had to take yesterday off, had a house full of crazies. When I say crazies, I mean there's a lot of extra animals in here. And, well, I just know the odds of my own dog going off while I'm in the middle of doing this, let alone a whole house full of them with extra cats and everything. So I took the day off. And today we're going to hit up on just stupid. Like, I don't understand the level of stupid. Really, honestly, don't. I don't understand how so many people fall into it. I don't understand how so many people just like blindly just going along with it, telling me or anyone else that we're all crazy, even though I'm sorry, you guys just started paying attention to the world and politics and all this in the last 2 years, just hearing the never-ending barrage of bullshit about Trump. And here we are. And this is this stupid I'm talking about is financial stupid. It's financial stupid that's affecting pretty much everyone, regardless of what they say. We're only going to raise the tax on this many people, or couples that make so much, or small businesses make $400,000 most, a lot of them. Yeah. So that means even small business taxes are going to go up, even though they're already struggling. Like there's so much stupid involved in all of this. No one seems to understand, grasp it, or care. Well, at least, people in big positions of power and a lot of the voting base. I don't understand how, because it's actually affecting you more than it affects the big people. It's like AOC going to that stupid thing. They tax the rich. Well, actually, it doesn't include me. They're on that. Everyone needs to pay their fair share thing. They seem to not think that the top 1% pays anything, but we'll get into that level of stupid. And before that, though, I do have to that video of Biden just turning around and walking out while Jill was speaking. One, after I got ran over, I was laying there severely concussed. I made more sense than she was at the time, or he ever does. But where the hell did he go? I don't know, just weird, but put a smile on my face. Like I missed it while I was doing all kinds of other stuff, and then suddenly, bang! There's just more weirdness. And again, there's the stuff going on with Millie and all that, and all these generals. So I'm waiting to see how that'll go. So I figure I'll hit the financial stuff. Yeah. He says that he knows a lot of Americans are still struggling, or struggling even more under his administration in the current environment. I'd like to know what the hell anyone thought was going to happen, honestly, because I said it was going to happen. In fact, Drew's listening to this, which I know he doesn't, because apparently I'm just crazy. Because I remember a decade ago. I know, over a decade ago now, but I remember what happened last time. It was abysmal. It was god awful, but at that point, he was like most of the voting base on that side. And he was worried about one night stands and bar hopping and bar fighting and all that stuff, not actually, paying attention to the world or being a useful member of anything. No offense, but you weren't. If you are listening, at least now we'll find out, because you won't, can't stay quiet on that. But these things all happened a long time ago. Worst recovery I think ever. For those first 5 years. And they say, oh, but look at all the jobs he made at the end. This last year or so, Obama and Biden. Yeah. I saw the stat was 95% of them were part-time. So if you can enlighten me, what the hell that does, part-time jobs are not going to pay your bills. Trust and believe I know enough people that get part-time jobs to supplement a little extra, but part-time jobs are not going to fully pay your bills no matter where you are, no matter what you do. Just the way it is. And right now, the jobs market is oh, well, it's still a good thing that we projected over 700,000. We only got 200,000, new people, people back in the workforce in August. There's 10.5 million jobs out there, and you managed to get 238,000 people off that ass to start working again. And this is what happens when you pay people more to sit at home and do nothing than, they would if they were working, which makes it, almost, physically impossible, or just a big kick in the nuts to actual businesses, small businesses, everyone, no matter where I go. I mean, they got now hiring signs lining, the grass in their area, their windows, signs everywhere. Everyone's hiring right now, pretty much that I've seen. Like everybody is hiring. We recommend you wear a mask. And right next to that is a we're hiring sign. Even places I never saw advertised real. I mean, like local businesses here, I see them posting more about hiring than they are like ads and deals and all kinds of stuff for their own businesses because they're just desperate to get people. It's only going to get worse, which is why I've seen a bunch of hospitals, like some in New York and other places. Like these are big hospitals with workers just walking out because of mandates and stuff for vaccines. Like it's going to get worse. Like there was already bad because they were paying people more to sit at home than they are to work, and then that happened, which is going to make it even like worse. I said it was going to happen. I said it's just going to get dumber under him. And oh, he has a plan. No, he actually doesn't have any sort of plan. He's just screwing everything up even worse than it already was, taking away more rights. That's not a plan. Hate to break it to y'all. Peak numbers 2020 when no one knew what was going on in August. Peak numbers August 2021 with all these vaccines in 3/4 of the country. Not here, vaccinated. Guess what? Same peak. I know people that are vaccinated that already keep getting it. They've had it, since they got back. I'm not getting into any of that. I'm just saying it's going to make the job thing get even worse. Their whole tax code is going to make things worse because you might make them pay more because they allegedly aren't paying their fair share. Whatever, like there's arguments to be made, but I mean, tax breaks they're getting, they're not the one writing the tax code. So you can't really get mad at them for taking advantage of a tax code that the idiot politicians that are now mad at them for taking advantage of the tax code wrote. You catch my drift? Or are you following along at home? Do I need to make a Venn diagram next time? I've made one of those since I was in school. They're really probably the Marine Corps. I don't know. But, what's going to happen when you raise their taxes up a lot more? Like jobs are going to stagnate because they only care about one thing, and that is profits. You remember when Trump lowered corporate tax rates and everyone, oh, it's so bad, but look at all the bonuses that like Walmart gave out to every employee. And people were giving out bonuses and stuff to the people here, there, and everywhere. They're not going to be any more bonuses. Jobs are going to stagnate because they're going to be worried about their bottom line because that's all they give a damn about. Why do you think they're billionaires? The reason they have that many billions of dollars. They know how to make money. They only care about making money, and their shareholders really kind of important to them. So raising the taxes is just going to hurt us. Not going to hurt them. It's going to hurt the lower, middle to lower, down there, or lower to middle, however you want to look at it, class. It's going to hurt them because it's going to be less jobs, less, increase in wages. Price of things. I mean, it's already up now, and they haven't even done it yet. That's been happening since the election. I don't care what anyone says. I literally was there the day before he got inaugurated. Pre-sliced belladonna buffalo chicken from the deli over at Walmart because it was the closest thing to me, so I just ran in and grabbed it. Literally, day before inauguration to the day after when I went and got more, price doubled. Gas is up like over $1 from last year this time. Hell, the other day I was there and I noticed diesel costs less than regular again. I haven't seen that in forever. Gas prices are already now again highest they've been since 2013, 2014. The longest sustained rate they've been. Inflation and business inflation are at all-time highs, and they want to spend what $3.5 trillion more, if not more. And I've heard some new rumors up there that it goes all the way up to 5.5, just the way they break it all down. They just don't want, it costs more. Like inflation's already screwing everything. Like, what the hell do you think is going to happen? Everyone, oh, you're crazy. What? They still blame Trump. Like he's been gone. He's not the one spending all this money. He's not the one doing all this tax. He's not the one doing all of this. Not him. Like you can hate them all you want, but this is all of them and all their plans and all their spending and all of their everything. Which is why did reconciliation around a bunch of stuff to make it so it didn't matter what anyone said. I mean, for the love of God, gas is way up. Oat milk for Hannah, that's up. Hell, this week, I don't remember what Monday or Sunday or Monday. No, we were there Sunday. We got waters. You get the big gallon jugs. They cost 98 cents per gallon, obviously before tax and all that. And then I literally went back Wednesday to get more, and it was up to $1.18. Like I see Jen Psaki and all them going, oh, the price of chicken, beef, and pork, that's gone way up, and la di da di da, all the other happy spin shit that they do. That's really all they're good at. Really, I mean, she's like the spin queen. I mean, she does love to circle back. So she's a spin queen. And like they blame it on that, but like why that, like everything, like again, pre-sliced deli meat overnight, gas is up over $1. Price of everything is up. And they blame it on all what the price of gallon jugs of water goes up 20 cents, literally in a 2-day span. All right, that's everyone getting hit, and everyone knowing they're probably about to get hit even worse. Like suddenly water didn't get plastic, like those jugs are the same. They didn't suddenly cost 20 more cents, well over 20 more cents to make. But because I mean, what, 5 cents? So they can mark it up for, same overhead and everything. Like plastic and water didn't suddenly get that more expensive. Like this is inflation. They're up since beginning of the year. I just don't remember the exact price, so I'm not getting into it. Like everything is up and still going up. And he's talking about, well, I know some of you are still struggling. Yes, and it's going to get worse. Like we have witnessed a lot of this idiocy before. And again, say whatever you want. Taxes are it's going to keep getting worse. Like all the prices of everything, all of everything, it's going to keep going up. It's going to keep getting catastrophically worse. Jobs are going to tank. Like pay, it's going to stagnate. Like everything. Like, I'm sorry if you got duped, if you thought that we were all crazy, if there's a whole group of people that their immediate response is all the shit that CNN and MSNBC and The View and all them spew, and tell us to turn off Fox News. Like we have basic facts that we come at you with and call you crazy. You just tell us to turn off Fox News. How about you guys turn off all the lamestream media and actually looking up stuff? Because this has happened before. Look through history, find stuff. It's all there. Now, like it's hard to find. Like, remember when we all like, man, wish everyone could have the internet, or all just any like the internet, so that we could have all this information at the tip of our fingers. And now everyone has it pretty much, and they have all these smartphones, and yet no one uses it. Like it's all out there for you. And again, I remember years ago when we first started getting self-checkout lanes in places. There was a few here and there. I mean, now places like Walmart, they've done better things, but both sides of their stores now have giant self-checkout places, and both the Walmarts here in town and the little one, the neighborhood market, which I love and go to all the time because I'm in and out 9 times out of 10. Like only has, I think, 4 self-checkout lanes, but I mean they're popping up everywhere. I went to Five Below the other day. They didn't have any like cashiers at all. The whole self-checkout. Like they're gonna pop up more because paying those, putting in those is gonna, cost less than paying people with all this extra tax and everything. And again, they say it's not gonna do, there's idiots that are pushing it all, going to like these big galas that cost, tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars to even attend, in these expensive dresses, saying tax threats. Oh, but doesn't include me. Like I said, don't make enough. Sorry. So you can go hang out with all the riches, unmasked, by the way, all you lefty crazy richies, unmasked, regardless. Like that's their policy, but they do whatever the hell they want. But it's going to get into that. But it's going to get worse. And they keep, and I think people are going to, companies are going to start leaving again. I mean, look at California, I went over it the other day. Over what, almost 300, like at least 300 now businesses and headquarters have left the state because of the taxes and all, like the idiocy. Like it's getting, and they're trying to do Green New Deal for the whole country. Like people are going to flee again. Like it's going to get catastrophic if they pass this. And we warned you all. And then you're going to blame Trump because that's all they did under Obama. It's just all Bush's fault, regardless of how, again, there are some things that were true to that, but everything, if you didn't agree, you're a racist. Like I remember those good days. It's going to get worse. And they keep saying that, again, like I bring that up because they keep saying the top 1%, doesn't pay their fair share. But last I checked, it was somewhere in between, like, I believe a third to 40%. I think it's closer to 40 than 33, but around, over a third of our tax revenue for the country. And I'm pretty positive, like 4/10 of the tax revenue for the whole country comes in from the top 1%. So they pay almost half of all the tax revenue for the whole country. So like they pay a lot. Well, corporations, if they're doing, again, tax code stuff, what they didn't write the tax code. They're just taking advantage of what those idiots in that building that have been there for decades have kept writing. Now they're complaining about it. You guys are the ones that wrote it and gave it to them. Why is it suddenly such a bad thing? You get mad at them. You wrote it for them. They don't make the tax code around here. The government does. They don't make their own tax codes. Now here they are jumping down these companies' throats. Well, if you didn't make it that way for them so they could do all that, you're the ones that wrote it. Who the hell is going to get mad at them for taking advantage of it? I'm sure there's people that in there that now, between their book deals, Netflix deals, everything, that make lots of money, that take advantage of all the tax codes. I'd like to see the ones, that are millionaires now making the salary they're out there, been there for forever. Like, I'd like to see it like theirs, really. See what they all take advantage of while they're sitting there bitching about all this suddenly. And it's probably just like everything else, they got to write the new code, but they'll be exempt from it, just like COVID mandates and Obamacare mandates. And granted, it was only the first year before anyone freaks out. They're still exempt. It's like mask, COVID stuff and all kinds of the wave whoever the hell they want, do whatever. But it's going to lead to the top 1% pays their share. They just need to learn how to stop. Like it's their fault that they want to push through. We're going on $10 trillion this year. By the way, we're already at a deficit for the year by just under $1 trillion before any of this started happening. So we're like horrifically going right now. Inflation's record high. All this stuff sucks, and they want to keep spending and make it more impossible to do business in the United States. Like they're going to end up killing it. If you don't believe me, look at all the other places. There's a lot of other places that have done it. Like, and the stuff that they're trying to sneak in there about like election stuff and immigration stuff. Like, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be like an infrastructure thing, not like where you're just gonna add immigration stuff to throw it in. Like, no, I'm sorry, that's a separate thing. And I don't think it should be part of it. Like giving these people automatic visas and stuff, like when we're losing people, like it's just, there's so much pork, as they call it, in there. There's so much extra stuff in there. Kind of makes me sick, kind of hurts my head a little bit. When I say kind of, I mean it hurts it a lot, but then you can do about that. It's just all dumb and crazy, and I can't believe that like people still fall for it every day, but they do. And they're so stupid for it. Like all you have to do is look around, take a little look around. It's there. It's all happened before. We all warned you. Like all last year, everyone I knew that was on that side, I warned them. And I was told I'm just crazy and a conspiracy theorist. And here we are, not even a year on. Like, and it's been happening for months. So you're welcome. Blame it on whatever the hell you want. You're welcome. There's a reason all that is happening. And yet they want to keep spending, which, it's going to hurt, inflation, which taxes and more people is going to help stagnate things because price of everything is going to keep going up, and it's going to make everything worse, because that's how economics and all that, believe it or not, actually work. I know crazy. Just have to have a little common knowledge of how things work. And you won't go make, duped into stupid mistakes just because you think we're all crazy because you listen to a bunch of crazy people. Literally, they're doing nothing but dividing everyone to smithereens, like at all times. It's like our friend Don Lemon, who, there he is with dumbass Cuomo on the screen with him. Chris, not Andrew. They're talking about how we need to segregate the unvaccinated from the rest of society. Same people talking about, how inclusive they are and how, everyone on the right is full of hate and racism and segregation and all these bad things. But he's talking about how we should segregate the unvaccinated from the rest of society. That doesn't sound like a shitty thing to do, does it? There, Don. But no, we're not going backwards at all. We're moving forward to be more inclusive. That's why people are like their schools and graduations and everything else that are segregated. Now he wants to segregate the unvaccinated from the rest of society altogether. I mean, good luck with making sense out of that for me. But I mean, Don Lemon, Joy Reid, The View, like all of it, like they keep going out of their way to prove, like, what was that idiot's name? Mr. Potato Head. I could see his stupid head. Stelter, Brian Stelter. I'm pretty sure he said the only leadership that the country had on 9/11 after that was in the media because there was none in the government or anywhere, like on air. But I'm the mean one for calling them out, not he's the asshole for trying to divide and again divide political parties of the people that were running everything and make everything out to be just division, division, division. And they were the only ones that were there for anybody. Sorry, Mr. Potato Head, you're not there for shit. You suck. You people on all these like things just keep just proving me right every single day by being heaping scummy piles of excrement. They were kind of excrement you prefer them to be at the time. There's lots of it, but whatever you prefer them to be. So I don't know. I don't know why we can't all get along. Why they can't just stop it already. I keep saying it. I mean, it's not that hard. Like I have friends that are across the aisle, very much across the aisle. And we all still help each other when we need it. Like, politically we don't get along. We still get along with like everything, else. I mean, they just spew a bunch of crazy. And then there's people that don't talk to me anymore at all because of my stance in politics. But again, people like Don Lemon say we need to segregate people again. Like, I hate to break it to you, I know more people that are vaccinated that have gotten COVID personally than got it without being vaccinated. And so far, the president and the vice president have both said that the unvaxxed need to get vaxxed to protect the vaccinated. So that pretty much proves how useless this whole thing is in general. But everyone needs to be nicer and take care. They need to stop like talking about segregation. They need to stop picking on people that aren't vaccinated. Talk about like stop all of it. Like it's gonna end like the crash on 95 where it goes from like where everyone's going mock Jesus to just a standstill and just calamity. Really, really, or like when I got hit. I mean, everything was going good. The next I was flying 10 feet through the air and landed, in that general vicinity. And it's just that's the way it's gonna go. It's going from zero to just really, really bad for all of us. And again, some more stupid is what this one's entitled, but we need to like get over all of that stupid and finally come together like human beings. That's the moral of it all. No matter what side you're on, everyone can get along, everyone can help each other out, everyone can do all those things. I don't really like compared to what you see like videos, like it's stuff I share on the page. I mean, I really like that's just stuff people like mostly send me or pops up really quick when I check like the pages out. And like I just see stories from all over, and then I go and research them and see what they say and all of that. Now I do my own instead of leaving it all up to most of the media, which is horrifically dickish most of the time and really doesn't care about any of us or making any of us get along or any better. They just care about division and pushing an agenda. No matter how much the agenda is still blowing up in their face right now, they're going to keep doing it. So it's up to us to not let them do that and to use our own brains because we have them. It's in there somewhere. Believe you me, we all have a brain somewhere. It's up to you to use the damn thing. But I mean, it's there. Take advantage of it. Use it. Be good to each other. Be nice to one another. And if you could also see that if you're seeing this video and you go to my page, and if you could find the link for fundraiser for my friend Nate and give anything to help his family for that double lung transplant, I appreciate it. Again, over $50, I'll give you a t-shirt for free. Just gotta tell me size and where to stick it, or where to ship it, I guess. But again, helping each other, different sides of the aisle, be good to each other. We can all get along if we fix it, and like we got to hold them accountable for the level of stupid coming out of his mouth and everyone else's mouth, because it's very easy to look up all the stuff and disprove most of what they say in literally seconds. So I mean, like, damn, it is ridiculous. So we shall see. I hope everyone can get along and do all that stuff, hold people accountable that deserve to be held accountable, and stop listening to so much idiocy and just look at the facts, listen to what people are like coming out of their mouth, and then look up what actually happens and what they do, and inform decisions that way. Yeah. Stop telling people on the right that, or unvaxxed, they should be, segregated from the rest of the society, or it's all their fault, or people on the right, are enemies of the state and they should turn off Fox News to get the tinfoil off their head. Like, can you come at them with actual like facts and stuff? Like, I mean, I think all of us, we'd love just someone to have like an actual thing, not just their normal take the tinfoil off your head and turn off Fox News. Like, well, stop coming at us with mainstream media BS. Like, because we can actually give you like reasons why we don't like why they're doing something, or here's something that actually happened. Here's some numbers behind it to prove it. Just prove what they're saying. Not just you're just a crazy person turn on Fox News. Like, come at us with something impressive. I'm sure everyone listening to this would appreciate it. I mean, I can have a civilized conversation with everyone. I can have a screaming match with everyone too. I'd prefer to have a civilized conversation, but very hard to find those, anymore. Normally it just turns into, like The Exorcist of just bullshit, just spraying. Terrifying, but please, everyone, get along. Help each other out, use your brains, get this thing going back in a good positive direction, get all the vitriol and hate out of your system, unless you have an ex-wife or something. Then I fully understand that. Or if you're in the VA, I get it. You ever had to work under proviance? Like, if you're still angry, I feel your pain, because we all are. But damn, can we just start acting like human beings again? Especially after we just saw like the unity that we all had on 9/11, even though CNN and all them were going out of their way to, stelter to shatter that. But remember 9/12 of 01, like, everyone didn't give a damn. Everyone got along. Everyone's helping each other. Everyone was American and wasn't so shitty to each other. So I think we can get back there if we just use our brains and try. But with that being said, sorry for the creak in the chair. Heaven forbid I ever move. But that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Again, share it out. Follow the page. And if you're tired of the videos, follow along on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts. Like, I'm on 8, 9 platforms there. And again, the sponsor gets some, I get some. I keep track of the views better then, because I could see listens, every episode then. To get some, But if you're still sharing it out, I can't see all them, but I do appreciate you, because it gets more eyeballs on there, and everyone that does it, I greatly appreciate you. Like, severely more than you know. So thank you for that. Check it out, share it, tell people about it. Like all the pages, follow along on all of them. Just, The more likes and comments on stuff, the more it helps get more eyeballs and ears on, which helps us all out. So that being said, I'm going to try to do something special tomorrow. Not sure if it's going to work out, but if it does, man, do I have a unicorn for you? Just got to see how it works out. I don't know schedules, but appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your morning, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching or listening to this. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Share it out. Help out my buddy Nate if you can. Greatly appreciate any bit. And until next time, my friends, enjoy the rest of your day and be good to each other. And most importantly, peace.